What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Fit Parent Podcast. I hope hope everyone had a great day or is having a great day today. I got a good topic for everybody. So the topic that we're going to talk about today is what do you do if you're too tired to exercise? What do you do? Right? I know it can be a little bit overwhelming, but before we do that, I'm so glad that it's actually I'm located in Haught, Louisiana, and I think today is going to be the high. It's looking like 79 degrees. All the last couple of days, it's been 99 degrees. The heat index probably about 110. So I am so thankful that it's actually going to be like the high 70s or the low 80s. I'm so grateful. I'm tired of the heat, right? But then guess what? Whenever the winter comes around, then we'll be complaining how too cold it is, right? But I hope everyone's had an awesome day this morning so far. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump to the topic. All right. So again, I'm going to talk about, I get clients and I get people that are saying that they're too tired or they're too exhausted from a long day of work, and I get that, and especially when it comes to exercising. But I just want to let you know up front that whenever you exercise, doesn't matter, right? And I get that. I get that you're too tired, that you want to go to sleep. And whenever you get at home from a long day's work, you contemplate whether sleeping or working out, right? And then if you don't exercise, you feel guilty. Okay. You feel guilty for not exercising, which kind of puts you in this up and down cycle, and over again. You're going through this cycle of, okay, well, you feel guilty, and the next day you feel guilty, and the next day you feel guilty, and all of a sudden it's been 1 or 2 weeks and you haven't even exercised because you keep on putting that guilt on yourself for so much, and I felt like this too. I mean, I've had my different fitness journeys also at the same time, and I've come to realize that there's a couple of things that you can do, okay? And anytime that if you're ever contemplating on the exercise or not, it is the fact that you may be making excuses. More than likely you are, because I don't think you haven't yet had the plan yet. You haven't planned out exactly what you need to do to exercise, right? Everybody's tired. I know we have long days. I know we have stressful days, but I'm going to give you a couple of things that you can actually implement to help you, all right? To help you to exercise, because honestly, guys, it doesn't matter when you work out. It doesn't matter if you work out in the morning, in the afternoon, or in the evening, okay? There is no best time to exercise. It's going to vary from person to person. And that's something I want you to realize. It's going to vary from person to person because everybody has different schedules. Everybody has their different routine. Everybody has different work hours. Some people have kids. Some people don't have kids, right? It's all about what's based off of your schedule and what's available and what you can do. And again, this could be home workouts. This could be at gym workouts. It doesn't matter. All right. The key thing is that you actually put in the effort to exercise. Okay. I know it can be frustrating. You got social life, kids, again, school's coming up here shortly. And I know it can be overwhelming, but I'm telling you firsthand that you got to make time for the exercise. All right. So I'm going to give you a couple of tips real quick. All right. I'm going to give you a couple of tips on what you could do. Now, if you're feeling tired, one of my go-tos, one of my absolute go-tos, if you're actually having no energy, and guys, I do this all the time. Okay. I take pre-workout every single time that I exercise. I take pre-workout. 100%. There's not a time that I don't exercise when I don't take pre-workout. Now, the pre-workout that I take, of course, it's going to vary from person to person, depends on what it is that you like. My go-to brand right now, which I've never not liked any of the brands that they make, that's C4. There's original C4, there's C4 Rip, there's C4 I think Cut, or Sport, there's one, C4 Ultimate, that's another one. So, but if you're not new, if you've never taken pre-workout before, I would just go with the original and maybe start off with the half a scoop, something like that. But guys, pre-workout is going to be the best bet. It's going to boost up your energy. It's going to give you that caffeine. It's going to give you that pump that you need to get the workout done. Okay. That's the first thing that I'm going to recommend. And again, guys, I'm tired all the time. I drink, if anything, I need to cut back on caffeine so that because right now my body's probably used to it because I drink so much caffeine as it is, whether that be coffee, whether that be a Monster, whether that be pre-workout, right? My body's starting to get used to the caffeine. So I think personally, I may need to take a week or two off of it. It's going to be brutal, but I don't want my body to get used to it because I want to be able to drink a cup of coffee and actually do something for me. So With that being said, pre-workout is going to be your best bet. Okay. And again, I think C4 is one of the best, one of the go-tos. And of course, you kind of pick whatever flavor it is that you like. All right. And also, if you like, when do you find yourself like telling yourself, oh, well, I'm too tired to exercise? When does that happen? Is it usually whenever you get off work and then you get home and you start sitting on the couch, right? Does that ever happen to you? Okay. And I feel like, because I used to do the same thing. Like I was like, okay, well, if I'm, especially, I got kids, so I was like, I need to make sure that, I didn't have time to go to my full-time job. Whenever I did work full-time and did my fitness business, I would have to, for my 8 to 5 job, I'd have to get off work, and then I didn't have the luxury to go home and sit down and wait for the kids. Like I had to go whenever I got off work, and that's something that you need to start thinking about. Maybe, and that's what I would recommend also, is going as soon as you get off work. Bring your gym clothes with you if you go to the gym, or if you work out at home, do it as soon as you get home. As soon as you get to the house, go ahead and knock out that workout, okay? Because anytime that you're sitting and contemplating, anytime that you're sitting down, guess what? You sitting down, you start watching TV, or you start cleaning, it's going to get you more tired. So you might as well do it as soon as you get done working. Okay. And the same token, maybe that's not for you. Maybe you can't do that. Well, how about this? Why not set your alarm and get up a little bit earlier in the morning? Okay. That's another option. So there's different types of ways that you can do this. I just want you to understand that just because, I don't want you to make the excuses, well, I'm too tired. We all get too tired, right? We all get overwhelmed. We all deal with life, social events, whatever, we all deal with that. And it's all about making it work for you. Maybe you need to try different scenarios out. Maybe you need to try early in the mornings. Maybe you need to try working out at home. Maybe you need to try changing up in your environment and going to a gym, or maybe you're too complacent with the current gym atmosphere that you have right now, right? I have two different gym memberships. Okay, because I like to change up my scenery. I like to change up my environment, because eventually it'll get boring to me. I want to try out different equipment. I want to try out different weights. And that's pretty much what I do. And also change up your routine. Maybe you're doing a boring routine that you don't enjoy. All right. So find a different routine that you're doing, because if you're doing the same routine month after month after month, I mean, that's going to get boring, right? And then you're not going to want to do it. You're like, well, I really don't want to do this. So maybe you need to change up your routine, change up your workouts, okay? But overall, guys, I hope these tips help, because I know that a few of my clients struggle with this. And if you're not my client, you may be struggling with this anyways. And that's why I wanted to kind of do the podcast on it, because I know it can be a little bit overwhelming. Yet again, guys, we all go through the struggles, right? We all go through where we're getting tired, where we don't have the energy. But hopefully these tips, and I'm telling you, if anything that you take away, the pre-workout, I recommend it like 100%. Because that will give you the boost of energy that you do need. Okay. I know some people drink coffee right before workout. Some people do that. But me personally, I mean, they do have, if you're not a caffeine fan, they also do have, pre-workouts that don't have caffeine in them. So do your research, okay, on finding the right pre-workout for you. Okay. I need caffeine personally, not too much to where I'm like shaking, but enough to get me to the workout, get a good pump on, get a good sweat on, get my muscles flowing, and so that I get the most out of my exercise. And then guess what? By the time that you get done, you're going to feel so great. You're going to feel so accomplished that you got the workout done. And that's what it's all about. Getting the exercise done. We got someone from Cabo tuning in. Yes, excellent. Yeah, one of my clients here, she's in Cabo, still tuning in while she's on vacation. But guys, I really appreciate you tuning in. So if you would, and I just started this on my last podcast, I started adding my Instagram handle and also the application to work in my program on the podcast, like under the description, which I should have. I don't know why I didn't do that before in the past, but now it's on there, so you can easily find my Instagram handle, and it's easily shareable too. So I figured, you might get some value. And again, if you're watching this or you're listening on the podcast, just tag me at TylerPorto_IF. And if again, my Instagram handle is going to be in the podcast details, so you can always check that out. And if you're new, if you never heard my podcast before, check out the Fit Parent Podcast. You should see my face on there, so you can't miss it. It's the Fit Parent Podcast. Other than that, guys, I hope you got some value from today's topic. If you need anything else, please do not hesitate to reach out. All right? Peace.